Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this has been your Truder, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, where you join us at a bright new dawn, because King Connor, the satanic monster, is dead. And honestly, that's probably for the best. I'm going to be honest, things got a little bit out of control with him as king. A man who decided to sleep with every woman in the court and then realised that all the guys in the court hated him for that, so he decided to start murdering them, but then everyone started hating him for the murder, so then he decided to try and pull satanic power in order to actually perform magical rituals to force everyone to like him and also to cure diseases that he was dying of. Basically, yes, he was evil. King Connor, I've come to the conclusion, he was evil. So, bright new dawn, King Hektor of Cornwall, a man who truly despised King Connor, so hopefully we can have a nice break from the past here. Of course, Hector himself, actually one of the children of Iliad, I believe the youngest of 3 children of Iliad, and the youngest of the 2 sons. Achilles, of course, did revolt, Priam joined him in that revolt, and both of them ended up dead as a result. And yeah, another one of his, right, one of his sisters actually ended up dead as well. Yeah, Helen ended up getting killed, sadly. She got sucked into French politics, and French politics are not fun. There's a lot of revolts down there. Still, there is actually still one sister floating around who is... yes, of course. That sister is actually married to Count Leodolf, who's down over here at this point, because at that point in history, she wasn't that important. At that point, she was just a distant member of the family. Now she's actually the king's sister again, so... arguably, she could actually be quite useful. Though she's not in prison anymore. Oh, you decided to release her. Despite the fact that she was, heretic, excommunicated, all of that business. And she's also had a couple of children. Well, that's nice. Either of them at all promising. Ooh, that one's quick. And that one's curious, which is not bad at all. Okay, 2 promising daughters here. And these daughters are, technically, now I'm playing as Hector, these are my nieces. Is a niece close enough to me that if I were to arrange betrothals, that would actually generate... No, I've got to do it. You've got to click on the right thing. Oh, yes, of course. They're not actually part of my court anymore because, yeah, she's naffed off over here. So as a result, yeah, I can't actually arrange her marriages because she doesn't actually work for me. Also, this guy's really good. He's a good man. Extremely well educated, quick, temperate, charitable, and kind as well. Oh yeah, you've got some good stats. Come and run the place. You can't, sadly, you're not of my dynasty. Still, hopefully your children will turn out well. So, new reign, that means there's a lot of stuff to sort out immediately. First things first, let's figure out how popular I am. So I've technically got 24 vassals at this exact moment in time. How do all of them feel about me? And the answer looks pretty good as a starting point. So, personal diplomacy, tanistry, chancellor, technology, lieges brawny, diligent, both charitable, both cynical, both humble. Fine, this guy just happens to like me because we happen to have some shared traits and he's actually on the council. What else have I inherited from you, by the way? Odes, 350 to... How have you done that twice? I'm not sure how you've done that twice, but somehow you've done that twice. Fine, we should probably repay that. From Treasury, obviously, he's just picked a bunch of stuff out of the Treasury. Court Tomcat. So he's got Intrigue +1 and Sex Appeal +10 because when he was in his own court, he spent a bit of time in the seduction focus. Fine, we'll move him out of that. The days of that are gone, okay? No more of that sort of thing. Especially as he's already actually got the perks that come out of that are good already, yeah. He's already got Sex Appeal up quite a bit. So that's, well, it's not that useful because he's already married to a woman who is unremarkable aside from just having very good quality stats. So she'll make a competent enough spouse because she's passing a lot of good stuff on to the state attributes. Right, so who doesn't like me that actually matters? Because sure, a bunch of bishops don't like me, but the bishops never seem to like you. So, Paul. Paul really doesn't like me at all, and 20 of that is just opinion of predecessor. That will wear off in just 4 years. He wants a seat on the council. I can give him that now. That's not a problem. In fact, actually, that's going to sort itself out. Okay. Hector seems to be under control for the most part. The only people that don't like him are, yeah, a bunch of priests. This mayor over here. That's, yeah, once again, that's opinion of predecessor. So... everyone's a bit down on the concept of a King of Cornwall full stop, because the last king was straight up evil. So that is going to wear off in 4 odd years. So that is marvellously good news. Everyone else seems actually pretty positive. Okay, we've got happy vassals. That's always a good starting point. Now, straight over to the council, and yes indeed, Paul can go straight over to being marshal. He's actually suffering from cancer right now, so there's a good chance he'll die soon. Let's actually check in with him, because, yeah, the way I'm now thinking about the world, if he were to eventually die and his heir were to die as well, then his heir would presumably be, after that point, me. Right, it would actually fall back into my hands, and that would not be a bad thing, because then basically I could just treat Cornwall and Wales as my personal domain, and then, yeah, basically farm out Ireland and Brittany to other people who I trust to keep them managed well. Now, as usual, this stupid county in Ireland is still causing me trouble. This guy seems to absolutely despise me, but once again, that is overwhelmingly the opinion of the predecessor. Give it a few years, all of these guys will calm down, and this guy's intrigue is too low to cause trouble, and he doesn't have enough troops. Now, also, another big question. How many troops do I have to field right now? Not that many, because, yeah, my marshal is lower than it used to be, so I've got about just shy of 8,000 troops. But bear in mind, that's actually going to go up. We just had a major war in which a lot of people died. Give it some time, we'll be back up to strength. In fact, I should probably get Paul on that right now. So you, train some troops. Get into Cornwall, train troops, let's get loads of troops going on, please. Right, while I think about it, yes, apparently we have a loan outstanding. Repay that immediately, and hopefully that will get rid of... Yeah, that got rid of both of those things. Possibly you had... Yeah, maybe he picks it up once because he took out that loan while he wasn't actually part of my realm, but then it counted a second time because he still had it when he became king, and thus he moved from his own court to my court. Anyway, now I've repaid that, that's gone, so that'll help the priests hate me a lot less. Now, Spy Master. Drew is apparently still perfectly willing to serve, and is, I believe, still, yeah, the best person to do it. Drew's not thrilled about me for the time being, but she will come around in time. She's a pragmatist. That'll do. Right, let's have a look to see what the state of the council is. Obviously, the council is discontent for the time being. And we've got ourselves, 4 pragmatists, a zealot, and a glory hound. Honestly, that's fine. That's fine for the time being. That's not going to be a problem immediately. Not a single malcontent. Everyone seems to be okay. Next thing's next. Just in case I suddenly drop dead because I develop cancer and die immediately, because that does just seem to be what happens to the kings of Cornwall, we need a nice safe pair of hands to run the shop in case precisely that happens. Just, doesn't need to be the best person in the world, just somebody who is appointed as a competent administrator to stand in the event of an emergency. Also, I have just spotted down there, there may be some lasting consequences to the not even that long reign of King Connor. Like, remember Caddoc II, who was a thoroughly good egg, who was patient and temperate and kind? Yeah, he's possessed by Satan because I literally used my satanic powers to plant a loyalty demon inside him. So, mildly problematic. I wonder if, literally everyone who's possessed has actually had another character use a satanic spell on them. None of them have just got epilepsy. They are all literally possessed by a loyalty demon. Here we go. Useless II is actually not bad at all, really. Brilliant strategist, shrewd, foot leader. And the comments did tell me, though under normal circumstances, unless you've got, the laws right up to the max rights for women, women aren't allowed to lead. A queen is always allowed to lead, apparently. Ambitious, honest, and shy. That's not too bad. 13 and 18, and I consider martial and stewardship to be the 2 most crucial stats for a leader. Plus 9 and 9's not bad either. Yeah, go on. Just to basically tide us over, well, the alternatives is basically sulphur or hellfire. The hellfire children are both pretty good. But both of them only have stewardship of 6. Which is just too low. That is just too low. I'd have to give up too much personal domain. And once you've given up personal domain, getting it back is quite tricky, because having to revoke titles does lead to problems. Yeah, the best balance of skills we've got right now is Useless. So this is Useless the second Useless. So she will be nominated as Tanist just for the second. And there we are, the daughter of Insult and one of my sadly deceased commanders. A woman who is, yeah, not exactly of great noble lineage. To be honest, Insult herself was just the daughter of a bishop. And the original Useless, who was a daughter of Howl, who was, yeah, sent to the Holy Land to die and just flipping refused to do it. He just hung on for bloody ever. Because, of course, the people I want to die are all going to flipping live to 75, and the people I want to live are all going to die of cancer at 30. The state of my family, meanwhile, is, yes, I've got 3 legitimate children and 1 bastard. Alright, in the form of Strong Lass the Second. So, what do we want to do with you? In fact, actually, I want to check this. If I arrange a betrothal with... No, arrange a betrothal like this. If I arrange a betrothal... Okay. So, she can still generate non-aggression pacts even though she's not legitimate. Got it. That is useful to know. In fact, she could also get me a non-aggression pact with the flipping Byzantine Emperor. Right now. That'd be kind of fun. To pull the Byzantine armies, except... Oh... They end up in a lot of fights with various rebellions. That's probably more trouble than it's worth. In fact, for whatever reason, they are really clamouring to get betrothed to this here bastard. Which is just downright strange, but okay, I could get myself, yeah, the King of Lithuania or the King of Sweden would all be totally 100% on board with me. So, go on then, I see no reason why not. You are, hang on, how old are you exactly? You're 13... This girl is, right now she is 0. So that's going to take a while. But honestly, that's not so important. If she gets married when she's 16, even if he's going to be 29 at the time, he'll still be plenty fertile. I'm not sure this game models male fertility going down over time. So go on then, why not? Let's actually get ourselves a nice deal going with Sweden. Sweden right now has access to about... yeah, 4, 5, maybe up towards 6,000 troops. That's not bad at all. That's not bad, and the king will be around... Yeah, he's 45 for the minute. He's one-legged, but that doesn't actually affect his health. Hopefully, he'll be around for a couple of decades yet. So, go on then. May as well get her betrothed. If the King of Sweden dies, though, just remember to undo that betrothal. Because actually, yeah, that could work really nicely. She's 0 right now. Get her betrothed to that kid and then simply break off the betrothal when he's 15. I could have 15 years of potential alliance with Sweden in the meantime, and I get the daughter back to marry off to someone else. And even better, this kid actually comes with a claim on the Kingdom of Sweden that can be inherited, which is, quite frankly, a bit weirdly too generous. Like, this is a matrilineal marriage to a bastard. I mean, okay, she's my daughter, but you know what? Fine. Let's go for it. This seems like a spectacularly good deal to me. Meanwhile, Prince Ida of Denmark, Sulfur's new actual wife, who I think is here because, yeah, she's actually got an inheritable claim on the Kingdom of Denmark, so we can't throw her in prison, even if she is trying to kill, oh dear, Mab Hellfire. Honestly, there's enough flipping bastards of King Connor floating around. It wouldn't matter if one got killed, but I'm just going to ask her to stop the plot anyway, rather than locking her away. And restore the crown focus to Devon, just to make that place a bit more profitable, because, yeah, sadly it lost its profitability during all of that kerfuffle with England a minute ago. Lovely. Council's discontent, that's fine, it's just going to be discontent for a while. That will last for, yeah, precisely 2 years, no problem at all. We've also got to have ourselves a designated region. Fine, we can make someone cheered up a little bit with that. I tell you what, Sulfur, me and you have got no problem with each other now. How about you get to be regent, because you'd be a nice safe pair of hands if need be. And most important of all, I need to give away 2 territories. So 2 people need to leave my court to go and do their own thing in Brittany. So I think the 2 least valuable territories are these 2, so these are the ones we're going to be giving away. So, let's just look at everyone in my realm arranged by how much they like me, because we want to give this away to somebody who likes me, but ideally I don't want to give it away to someone who I might theoretically want to be the next leader. Because if they're the next leader, I don't want them going off and doing... Well, do I? It's kind of a real double-edged sword, Because if I just basically leave them here in my court, then they're probably just going to stagnate. But if I send them off to go and do their own thing, they might go and have wacky adventures, they might ruin themselves, or they might massively improve themselves. But on the other hand, there's a risk that if I send them away, then their children are going to be educated by them. So there's a very real risk that, yeah, they might also ruin their children. If I keep them there, even if they are stagnant, I can actually keep an eye and manage their children for them, assign the correct guardians, try and grow the next generation. So I guess what I'm looking for is someone who's loyal and happy and competent enough, but not exactly outstanding. And speak of the devil, quite literally as this guy is actually possessed, Count Caddock II. Yes, Count Caddock II could be very, very interesting indeed. Because Count Caddock II, he's actually, decent, but he's hardly ever going to be a leader. No other Marshal of 5, and he is actually married to a genius woman. They haven't had any children yet, so if you two want to actually, get on with that, that'd be flippin' marvellous. But yeah, patient, temperate, kind, deceitful, intrigue not exactly spectacular, unlikely to be able to cause trouble, and too nice a guy to cause trouble. Go on, Count Caddock II. Oh. Okay, there's a reason he looks like such a good candidate, John. You've already given him one. Although there's nothing to stop me giving him more. It doesn't just have to be one territory per person. I could just expand the territory of people who have already got territory. Because you, my good man, how big could your domain be? Yeah, up to 5 because of your high stewardship. This guy could actually just directly manage this whole area for me. This would also reduce the number of powerful vassals that expect to be on the council, because you're already on the council, by the way. I think you are, aren't you automatically my advisor? I think you are. Yeah, you're already my advisor, so you're already on there. So you, my good man, I might just give you more of Brittany. Just have a bit more of Brittany. I don't need to, hand this out to new people. Except, of course, I could make new people like me doing that. Ooh, okay. Let's just quickly check over everyone else first, just in case. Nope, there's nothing obvious here, so in which case, congratulations. You are just going to get yourself some more territory, my good man. So you can have Kurnav right there. Beautiful. And he already loves me as much as he's going to love me. So I could give him even more. Or, yeah, this guy. He likes me quite a lot too. And, this guy has actually got, a daughter that's part of my dynasty. You're actually part of my dynasty. Yeah, you're part of my dynasty. So nothing's leaving the dynasty. Nothing is leaving the dynasty at all. And it's probably best to spread out the power a little bit. And I'm guessing you also want, you want that duchy as well. So probably best to just spread it out. Yeah, this guy's a good guy as well. Alright, this guy's a good guy. So he is going to get the territory directly to the south of him. We're going to split it up a little bit between the existing counts of this area. So you get that. And I am now back to the correct domain size of 8. Beautiful. And yeah, if I need to give away more, I'll give this guy this territory up here. So he's actually got, actual continuity of land. That will be just beautiful. Also, I've already got a court physician, which I'm assuming means Hector brought his old court physician with him. The problem is, he's terrible. So we're just going to be getting rid of him, unfortunately. Here we go. Let's recruit a new court physician because 8 is appallingly low. So let's just see what happens there. Current state of the empire is a plus 22 monthly. That's fine. We haven't taken a massive economic hit. Everything looks okay for the time being. Yes, I'm pretty happy with the state of things right now. Also, you know what's really fun about the fact that I just died, but the King of England actually didn't? The truce between me and the King of England was in fact not between Hector and the King of England. It was between Connor and the King of England. And that means that right now, the King of England is still very, very lacking in troops. He's still only got 5,000 men. But I've got no flipping truce with him whatsoever. And I think that means I could just immediately, I could just go for my de jure war and actually finish collecting all of Wales immediately. And I don't think anyone would be in a position to stop me, to be honest. I think I've got enough strength to deal with him directly. Except, should I wait? Should I wait for more troops to recharge? Okay, bare minimum, what I should do is wait for my alliance with Sweden, if I can arrange that immediately. Also, let's have a look, see at France. Maybe I can do some more arrangements here. So yeah, we've got ourselves a new little baby king of France, but he's suffering from fever and diarrhea. He might just be about to straight up die. Let's not do anything with him. Meanwhile, over in Denmark, we don't want to touch anything just for the time being, because we've already got excellent news there, which is, yeah, Queen Maria of Denmark, age 7, is already actually engaged to marry Prince Maredudd of Cornwall. So if she's willing to actually do that, and I can't remember whether that was matrilineal or not, I really hope it's not, we might potentially have Denmark just falling into my dynastic control in no time at all. Though, no we won't, because this system is straight up elective. So they can just elect him away. But it won't matter, because, well, it will kind of matter, but it won't matter so much, because it will mean a whole bunch of children will probably exist in my dynasty that have really good claims on Denmark if, you know, Maredudd was previously king. And we definitely don't want to touch Norway with the barge pole right now. Their king is age 69. He'll be gone in no time at all, so all truces will be dissolved. Fine. Let's get time ticking along here. Wait for the confirmations from various bits and pieces. Also, I forgot to turn myself off seduction, and apparently I'm trying to seduce... Who even are you? Hang on, who are you? You're... Wait, Duchy of... Oh, right, you're just trying to seduce some random woman from Ireland. Look, just flirt with her discreetly, by which I mean not at all. We're not doing any of this seduction anymore, okay? Yes, I tire of this game. Stop chasing her down. Just have a few more children. Children are good. Legitimate children are the best children. You know what? I could do with a bit more martial and +1 health never hurts. Let's just start off with hunting. Normally let's start off with family, but this guy's already got 4 children. So, hunting's probably not a terrible starting point there. So the Swedish business goes very, very well indeed. And also, yes, of course, he's found King John's stuff. We'll just keep that in case we decide to use it later. But you, my good man, how would you fancy? Yes, an alliance. Right. We've got an alliance with Sweden straight away. That will be very, very useful indeed. Just wait for them to confirm on that. And anytime you're ready. And, oh, hello. No, there we go. We did get it. We did get it. Good, good. And also, we've got, that physician I wanted. So, we've got a brilliant physician supposedly residing deep in the forests. A dwarf named Geralt. Alright, he is... 15 learning isn't spectacular, to be honest, but it's not bad either. Yeah, go on. It's not the worst thing in the world. A strange little man, but very skilled. Bring him in. Yeah, we'll bring him in. That's not so bad at all. Would you like to be my court dwarf, by the way, or is that basically just a title of mockery? No, it does actually lead to increased opinion and all of that, so congratulations. You can have both of those jobs. And yes, indeed, he does like me better for making him the official court dwarf. Magnificent. Right, up to 19 martial as well. That's what I wanted to see. We've already got, 7,000 odd troops standing by. So we can outnumber the forces of England. And the personal forces of England are basically non-existent right now. We've got no reason not to basically wrap up our acquisition of Wales. Because, then I can just basically make that mine, hand over another bit of Brittany to those guys, and continue my plan of this being the core of the empire. But before we do that, I think there's something that King Hektor has learned. At this point, he's had a few days to go around the castle, and he's probably taken note of the pentagrams of blood. He's probably gone down to the dungeons, and he's seen the satanic altars, and he's probably realised that that's not really the right way. That way tends to end badly. I'd like to think that King Hektor, who is, a pretty darn good man, all things considered, he is diligent and charitable and humble. I think King Hektor of Cornwall is a good, honest, God-fearing man who has realised that Satanism is definitely a very bad thing. So I think he would like to join a holy order. And we're going to see what some of those do during King Hektor's life. Now, weirdly, there's 2 holy orders, and they seem to be incredibly similar. Like, at level 1, you get the wisdom of a saint, so your wards can basically gain increased attribute points and potentially lose wicked traits and gain pious ones. Or you can go for the other order, where the exact same thing happens. But don't worry, in the Dominican order, at level 2, you can take and renounce vows of celibacy and give spiritual guidance in order to basically take vices away if you don't have them from characters within your realm or relatives or fellow society members. Or if you go over to the Benedictine order, you can do the exact same thing. And the same thing seems to be true at level 3 as well, which is, you can invite a learned member of the order to your place or actually teach a virtue, which is kind of cool. And I assume you can only teach virtues you've got. But this guy's got several virtues, so that's not actually a bad thing. And same thing again. In fact, the only difference at all seems to be at level 4, where simply the Dominican order is just worse. Because the Dominican order can convert an entire county. So just click on the title shield of a county to convert the local populace to your religion. Or the other order, which can also do that, but has an extra thing you just sort of seemingly get for free. When you reach level 4, you'll be approached by a fellow member of the order who will help you to become more diligent. So I'm not sure why you'd ever go for the Dominican order when the Benedictine order is right there, but okay. You know what? We're going to go for these guys. So I am going to apply to join that right now. Boom. It is indeed a great honour, Conversus. I am very, very glad to have joined you. And this is Devotion. So Devotion you gain out of Stewardship. Also because I'm diligent. Diligent, charitable, and humble all get me more. So, just like when you're a Satanist, the more great vices you have, the faster you level up your dark power. Here, the more great virtues I've got, the faster I level up my devotion. That's nice, but yeah, sadly it's a function of stewardship, which isn't exactly my speciality. But it's not terrible either, so that's fine. So right now, immediately, I have the Wisdom of St. Benedict. So my wards have a chance of gaining increased attribute points during their education, and when they reach adulthood, they have a chance to lose wicked traits and gain pious ones. Okay, now that is actually quite useful. So obviously I want to make sure that my children, who are all actually, young enough to be affected by this, I want to make sure I'm the guardian of all of them straight away. No, I'm managing this myself now, alright? I am a holy, holy guy who is extremely good at educating people. So I'm going to assign myself as the guardian of my own children, with a particular focus on my sons. And with that bit of holy business out of the way, let's get right to kicking England's arse. Marvellous. So, England has not had time to recover from the last war. Straight into the next one, if you'd be so kind. So, actually, how many wars do I have as an option right now? I could just claim Denmark. That's of interest. I could just basically help myself to Denmark. That's very fascinating. Hang on, I just want to investigate that nice and quickly. So, yeah, I've got Prince Ida of Denmark right now. She's actually got a weak claim on Denmark. Because there's a child on the throne of Denmark. Okay. So, she'd become queen, Sulf would become her husband. They are married normally, so yeah, their children would actually be of my dynasty. But I'm already set up to do that, in fact, yes. Plus, bear in mind, because that's actually a kingdom, if I were to back anyone's claim, then they would just become the king of Denmark. Denmark wouldn't actually move under my direct control. So, as I've already got someone in place in Denmark, the actual queen is already betrothed to one of mine, we may as well just leave that be, no need to rush to that. So, de jure claim right here. Council is all for that. Loving you, Council. Congratulations. Welcome aboard. Yeah, happy to get that going on. Obviously, I'd like to call in Sweden as well. And, okay. Hasn't refused the call to war, but whether he'll say yes or not, questionable. He is officially the Just, so I'm hoping he'll feel like it's the appropriate and right thing to do. In the meantime, call up the troops. And it's definitely got to the stage where we also need to raise the vassal levies. The vassal levies are actually adding quite a lot onto this at this point, so we're definitely going to be needing those guys to help out with this. Now, let's have a little look, see what the situation is up here. No rivers. No rivers, but it is hilly. So if combat takes place here, defender gets defensive bonus. Fine, we're probably best off just basically rushing straight up there with everything we've got. And in fact, to speed this up, the best thing I can probably do is actually bring these guys here, get a handful of boats, and bring all of them via boat up to that point. And in addition, I should probably... Hang on, the Spy Master. What's the Spy Master doing right now? Ah, Spy Master's just scheming. That works for me. In which case, would you like to build a spy network over in Derby? Because I'd just like to have eyes on what's going on in the rest of England for the time being. Yeah, we're just going to use boats to ferry all of these people up to this territory. That will be absolutely fine. We've got you guys over here as well. You can just go and join in. That should be enough strength for the time being. And in addition, yep, someone else decides to back off their scheme. Sweden will hopefully come and join us, otherwise that's a big prestige hit for them. We've also got ourselves, you guys look like they're heading, 3,000 troops of Mercia are heading straight at us right now. Oh yeah, there we go. Sweden's on board. I don't think I've got time to wait for the boats, actually. Though, actually, it's at this point, it's probably going to be faster if I do. So, okay, get the boats out, please. Get the boats out. We might need to reinforce as soon as possible. He's moving into Shropshire right now. I feel like we should back off this area and back into Gwent instead. Yeah, back into Gwent. Let's not take on 3,000 troops directly. I need another moment to draw together my forces. Let's just slow this right down here. Slow this right down. So that's another 500 right there. He's not on top of us just yet. More troops coming in. Boats, start drawing them together. You guys need to all be as one. Right, on the 27th, he moves. Where are you trying to go? He's trying to get into Powys right now. All of you guys should probably be, flowing as fast as you can. Oh. There's a defensive bonus there. Right, okay. Are we guaranteeing a battle on this spot? On the 9th of February, you move. You move on the 13th. Right. They've managed to get on top of us a little bit annoyingly quickly. But if literally everyone draws up here, alright, merge all these units right now. Powys has got itself... There's a river between there and Gwent. But it's not much. This army's going to be in trouble. I'm going to have the advantage. Right, put a decent commander in there if you be so... Right, I need to appoint some new commanders. Except these commanders might be about to effectively die. Because I don't think I can actually ship the troops over fast enough. Okay. Don't bother with the commanders. Don't bother with the commanders. That's absolutely fine. These forces over here should be enough to win regardless. In fact, probably the best thing we can do is just make these troops stand down. I can stand down these troops. Yes. That's exactly what we want to do. Stand down the troops for the time being. Don't have them fight for no reason. Just have them immediately stand down. Oh. Hang on. Some of them aren't going to make it home because of... I see the problem there. Right, you can actually make it out of there. You can actually escape because it's only the people in Powys that can't escape. Right, so the forces that were there, we've still got 600 troops standing. You're still making your way over here, if you'd be so kind. The rest are coming by sea now. Alright, so he is now entering Powys on the 9th. Sorry, we can't afford to wait for you, so we're just going to have to merge... And then on the ship. You get over here, pick up the main forces from Cornwall. So he's just heading into Powys right now. And you're heading... Yeah, you'll be absolutely fine. You'll be able to get out of there, hopefully. Because you're going to get into... Well, unless he comes in there immediately. If he decides to actually come over in this direction, he'll get in first. The English are starting to swarm at this point. Right, best place to drop off the forces will probably be down here. Unless, of course, that's exactly where he's about to invade. Alright, let's just see where this guy goes next. Yeah, he's going exactly there. Right, in which case, draw up the forces in... Oh, dear. Right. This is not going well, actually. They've done a very good job just getting on top of us. They've mobilised far faster than I was anticipating. Right, drop the troops off in Devon. We're not doing a sea landing right now. You guys just need to stand down so you don't get caught out. You guys just hold your position for the time being. If you can lure them, actually, if you can lure these guys to Ireland, great. Then we can re-raise the Welsh troops momentarily. Alright, move the troops to Gwent. If we can get into Gwent and just hold there, that'd be absolutely fine. Also, where are you and why did you just reappear? Please disband as you were originally ordered to. So where are these guys going right now? They don't seem to be in a hurry to get to Gwent. If I can just get to Gwent and hold there, hold on the hill, and then just play defensively, that works for me. Looks like England has got themselves quite a few troops here, actually. Quite a few flipping troops, all things considered. Yep, so he's just basically now attacking this territory. And they're just attacking Wales like crazy. But if they're all planning to unify together, that works for me. Because that means I can basically raise all the other troops and immediately get them walking over towards Gwent. So then I can actually mobilise the rest of my army. Because with the hills there, we should be okay defensively. Speaking of which, we've already got another 400 ready to stand to attention right there. May not seem like much, but it might make quite a big difference if it comes to it. Oh yeah, there's the 800 I needed there. You guys start marching immediately to join up with your friends. Alright, that is what we needed to see. So right now, they're just basically chilling out in South Wales. But I'm now just going around collecting up my Welsh levies. So this all works for me. So continue merging everyone together. There's a small force up there. You are heading into Hereford right now. What else have we got that we can raise? There's just 22. Not much, but let's just go and finish off these guys and then see if we can intercept these guys. South Wales can hold for the time being, because if they're stupid enough to attempt a direct assault, they're going to lose so many men, it will make the inevitable victory a lot easier. Right. Speed things up a tiny bit, and in addition, King Hektor of Cornwall, and... Okay, I feel like I wasn't really supposed to have sex with her, but alright, fine. That'll probably be like the last bit of sex I had before I stopped being a seducer. So, you know, as the name was almost Scandal already, that seems quite frankly appropriate. Now, little Scandal, who I could actually legitimise, but no. I'm not going to legitimise him because he's sickly and hasn't inherited anything good. So I could acknowledge him as mine. So he remains illegitimate, but his sanctions as my son can be married off to form alliances. Okay, that's probably a good idea. And Count Caddock II is going to be not thrilled. Or she's not going to be thrilled. And, oh, right, but in either case... Right, is there any scenario here where Count Caddock II doesn't hate me? No, he hates me under all circumstances. Screw it, I'll acknowledge him as mine so that he can be married off for alliances and whatnot. Though it concerns me that I may have just actually annoyed one of my own vassals. No, he seems fine with it. He seems absolutely fine with it. Great. Now, can I actually catch this bastard out of position? And, oh, by calling in a favour? Oh dear. Apparently I owe this guy a favour. And he wants me to start a vote on the Banishment Committee Law in Cornwall. Banishment Committee Law? Hang on. But he's voting against that as a favour to... Okay, apparently I had a bunch of favours outstanding that I just inherited with this king. Ah, the council's ability to influence banishment of characters from the realm. So, this bastard wants the council to be able to banish people rather than... Oh, yeah. They actually want me to have to run all banishments past the council. No, that seems like a terrible idea. I really hope people don't decide to actually vote for that. Well, Caddock II should hopefully vote with me, despite the whole infidelity business. Drew would ideally do so as well, but just in case, I'm just going to send her a slight gift. There we go. Right, keep an eye on that. See if we can actually track this guy down. And you, head over here. Let's see if we can catch these troops out of position, because I think we can. Yes, looks like we actually 100% can. So you guys also go and join up with the main army over here. Anyone that's actually left that hasn't actually properly raised their troops yet, please go ahead and do that now. But this looks pretty good. Right, nice, easy victory right there. So now I outnumber these troops, but they're on a hill. So the question is, do I actually want to go and take them on directly, or would I rather just go and take out the territory I'm supposed to be taking out? Who's actually leading these? Sadly, it is not the King of England himself. Though speaking of the King of England himself, you, my good ma'am, are you by any chance right now in London as usual? Because if you actually are, London remains incredibly vulnerable for the time being. So that might be very, very good. Yeah, screw it. I'm heading straight down to Middlesex to go and basically just trash London. Because I can trash London faster than he can trash the south of Wales. And oh dear. The banishment committee law has actually just passed. My council is causing me trouble. Right, well that's no good at all. Right now banishment is handled by the bloody council. Okay, so I'm guessing the council is not going to... Oh dear. This is not good at all. I don't like that one little bit. Right, let's get ourselves set up here. And my father-in-law, a baron, has died of cancer. That's a shame, but we hardly knew him really. So, now we just need to take down this area. These areas below are basically mostly unmanned. And in addition, oh. That would actually... I'm so sorry, but I can't actually use the claim you found because you've just picked it up at the stupidest... Oh, hang on. Unless I were to borrow money. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having that claim, actually. I'd like to have a tiny bit more of Ireland. Go on. I think I've actually got the ability to borrow money from the Templars. I'm guessing they don't have the money. No, but I could borrow money from the Jewish merchants. Yeah, do it. In that case, that's prestige and money gone. That's quite expensive, but I think it's worthwhile. Right, so I can't afford to actually go into this place and, you know, just storm the walls. I might be able to down here, but I can't really do it anywhere else. So we're just going to have to wait out the clock here. Right now, yeah, he's trashing South Wales. I'm trashing London. So we've lost something over there. That's a bit of a shame, but it will be worth it if we gain a new territory at the end of this. Also, King Hektor just basically had an alert that says exclusively, I have trumped everyone and I'm the best king ever. Okay. I mean, you're not bad. And in all fairness, ambitious is really good. So congratulations. Wait, hang on. What happened to... No, did he just lose ambitious? He just lost ambitious. Because he figured he'd already become the best king ever. So he didn't need to bother being ambitious anymore. Right, well that's literally terrible. Congratulations. Ah, but the Swedes have finally shown up. Good! I was hoping you guys might make a flipping appearance. So, what I'd actually like you to do, by the way, is I'd like you to attach to me, if you'd be so kind. So you guys just come over here. Don't know why you actually went the long way round, but whatever. And, okay, Hector apparently has a lot of favours. So now flipping the... Well, of course, the committee's going to vote for more power for the bloody... How many other favours do I bloody owe? Dear, oh dear. So, yeah, they want to move execution over to the bloody council as well. Okay. How's this looking right now? Because I assume the other people on the council are going to back me. Now, Caddock is a loyalist, so he ought to back me on this one. So that just means I need to potentially buy one person's votes. Now, while I could request council support, at that point I'll just owe him a favour that he's probably going to use to force something else onto the docket later. So that doesn't flipping work for me at all. I'm just going to hope that this guy, who bloody loves me, is going to vote with me. Alright, I guess we just have to hope for that. And meanwhile, I would get lots of special faith points if I were to build a new church in my lands. Alright. Build a church. I can see the sense in that. How do I do that? Is that one of the buildings down here? Hospital, fort, or trade post? No, that's... Oh! Do you mean literally build, like, a temple? Because if you mean literally build a temple, that's really expensive. Yes, build a temple holding in a county in my realm. Blimey, that's expensive, lads. That is really expensive. And there we go, we're up to 10,000 troops here. Right, with 10,000 troops, we can just basically start smashing our way into London, which is beautiful. And... Right. So they've approved that law as well. So basically I've just lost a pile of influence to the committee. So my powers are being significantly restricted by the committee right now. I might need to pad out the committee with yes men to reverse all of this in time. Dear oh flipping dear. Right, these places are nice and easy to knock down as well. Siege of London. I mean, if we could get our hands on the king, that'd be really, really great. And these places are just falling apart. No time at all. Great. And the Pope is slowly coming to like me as well. So, at this moment in time, if I want to execute anybody, I'm going to need the council's permission. If I want to banish anyone, council's permission. If I want to imprison anybody, council's permission. Bloody democracy. This is going to slow me down. Right, we're almost done here. Head straight into the Siege of Tottenham. And then, once again, I just can't take the final place down here. I'm not sure why, but I can't. So, in which case, time to go and take on this army. At this point, we should have more than enough troops to handle that. That will be absolutely beautiful. Are we actually... We are still making money. Good. And some of these troops are Swedish. And I've learned my lesson. The important thing to do right now is... Oh, where are you going? You're heading into Glamorgan. Right. Just hold up in Gwent. Just... Oh. Okay, good. He decided to hold there. I didn't need to storm him in Gwent. But... he's still on hills right now, which is mildly annoying. And this territory, if I just now attack this, he's got the advantage of the hills, but we outnumber him quite significantly. I feel like we should be able to handle this without too much trouble. So skirmishing begins. I've actually got family members on the front line here. I've got Disappointment and Sulphur on the front lines because I haven't really had time to bring in new commanders yet. And... right, Marshal Paul has told me about his ideas. I couldn't really understand what he's talking about, but he was adamant in his belief it would improve the military. That's 28 gold and, ooh, military technology spread rate and prosperity up. Yeah, go for it, why not? And as suspected, the centre has already almost collapsed here. We've barely lost any troops, and this is going very, very nicely indeed. Then we can just reclaim this territory over here, and then straight up north to deal with the rest of this. So straight over here, if you'd be so kind, and we can just basically reclaim all of these territories. And more popes dying. The popes do die very quickly. Very, very quickly indeed. And get in there, take that, get in there, take that, and get in there and take that. Beautiful. Right, that's been reclaimed. Now head up north and actually claim the region we're supposed to be claiming this whole time. Because if we can just now go and take care of this, that will be absolutely flippin' marvellous. And, oh, hello! We've got a crusade for Jerusalem. Right, now this is going to be interesting. Because isn't actually Jerusalem, or rather the Kingdom of Jerusalem, still... No, it looks like it's not. Okay, well that's the Jerusalem symbol, isn't it? Hang on, I might need to look into this. What happened to the Kingdom of Jerusalem, lads? Don't you guys still hold it? Yes, the Kingdom of England does still hold the Kingdom of Jerusalem as a title, even though they don't actually own any of it. So, the Pope has been quite happy to commission another crusade. He urges all able-bodied men of Europe to take up arms against the evil Caliph Hector in order to secure Jerusalem. Okay, but there's no specific mention of how, yeah, the Kingdom of Jerusalem title is already in the hands of England, so England will get everything. Though, once again, Jerusalem not actually in the hands of the people you're going to war against. Just in the hands of different Christians. Also, do I just want to go and smash the English a little bit more? Because I could just go and... do a significant... Yeah, screw it. I'm just going down to Middlesex to go and attack the English again. We're just heading straight back down there. I'm just going to punch them in the face a second time. I'm still making money during this war. I'm happy for it to drag on a little bit. And also, yeah, the poor English, they're not doing so hot at all. Right now, this guy is the ill ruler of England. Oh, flipping dear. And also, a new bird's arrived. Ah, the book versus falconry thing. So, either 50-50 of I like books, or 50-50 falconry. I think I'll go for some falconry, I would say. Let's see if I enjoyed my falconry or not in a minute. And unfortunately, the bird didn't work out, far more aggressive to what I'm used to. Either I become depressed, or I can just take diplomacy +1 by becoming an aspiring poet for a few years, or rather for 6 months actually. Yeah, definitely don't take depressed. I'm not sure why I'd actually choose to become depressed. That would be a terrible idea. Right, straight in there. We're going to smash these guys again. Absolutely flipping lovely. Technically I'm doing a river crossing, but it doesn't even matter. Look how fast their troops are actually collapsing right now. Life is good. Life is good. Life is good. Screw you. Mercia is basically my take on this whole situation. Great. Now, they're down to 1,000 at this point, so that's barely anything at all. Let's head back up north. They're actually heading north as well. And what? How do I owe everyone a favour? What was I doing down in my own bloody territory? Also, wait, that's tribal obligations. There's no tribes in our kingdom. You know what? Vote however you bloody well choose. I'm glad you've wasted your favour on that garbage. And we've managed to catch the English out of position one final time. At this point, I'm kind of hopeful that whatever shows up... Oh, is that reinforcements? A puppy! Oh, that's always a good sign. That's an exceptional sign. And no, do not pay someone to kill a puppy. Alright, I will accept this awesome gift because diplomacy +1, health +1 is fan-flipping-tastic. Yes, I've actually got a puppy. And it's going to be... it's going to be a hunting dog. So is that because it's actually of... I'd like to think it's because it's of the same line as the dog that King John the Fat had. It's a noble line of hunting dogs that King John the Fat's dog sired. So this dog of the same dynasty is now back and I couldn't be happier. And I can call it Faithful, Hunter, Tricky, or Lucifer. Well, we know what King Connor would have gone for. But no. I don't think Hunter, because King John called his dog Hunt, so we need a new name. Tricky or Faithful? I think I quite like Tricky. It's quite a cute name for a dog. It's going to be Tricky the dog. And we've also just won a battle. Hooray. So those guys are down to 600 at this point. So, actually, you know what? At this point, guys, I think you can probably be released at this point. So, cancel that order. You guys can do whatever you bloody well feel like. In fact, you know what? Yeah, go and take care of Bedford. You guys just go and siege that territory if you'd be so kind. I can handle this one up here, and then if we're lucky we'll be able to finish this off a bit faster. Good, this is all looking marvellous. And here's a plot twist. My modest attempts to write poetry was never meant to be published in any way, but wherever I go, bards and minstrels are reciting or singing my poems. That's nice. So it was never meant for others, that's just some prestige. Or, fame and fortune awaits. In which case I become a poet. So that's actually, yeah, other poets like me, but it's also diplomacy +1. So yeah, I have decided to become a poet. Hooray for me. Also, someone's attacking the Swedes. It appears to be a small peasant revolt. So I think we're just basically taking care of England's revolts for them. Which is odd, but okay, fine, whatever. Also, a 4th vote just started by calling in a favour. Hector apparently owed literally everyone in the cocking world a favour. And this is the slightly tax-focused noble obligations law. Wait, are you about to actually change that to a thing I want you to change it to? Because you might be about to. No, he's about to move it away from the direction I want him to. He is actually about to move it, so my vassals provide me with even less troops and even more money. And I do not want that. I need them to be providing me with more flipping troops. I tried to change that last round. It didn't work out. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, and there's several vassals on the council. They're all going to flipping vote for their own best interest, which is apparently they want to provide money and not troops, so this is no good at all. Also, there's an actual crusade going on right now. How's the crusade going? Do we know? Well, someone's just shown up over there, but I'm not sure whether it's necessarily ours. Yeah, that's someone else entirely. I haven't actually joined the crusade yet, so I can't see what's going on. And they've approved the... Well, of course they have. So, as it turns out, literally everything is not working as it should do. Right, get in there and finish off that. This is the territory we want. So that should make, yeah, that should make a big difference over there. And you guys are heading over here as well. And my dog is growing quickly and is no longer a puppy. He runs fast, has a keen nose, and your dog handlers praise his good character. Good boy! You're a good dog, good Tricky. Right, well, I'm pleased about that at least. My council may have turned on me and are slowly stripping away my own bloody powers from me, but at the bare minimum I have a good dog. And also there's now a new order of knights, but fine, there were already several. They don't seem to have much to do with me. Have a good time being a knight. Who's actually in this crusade right now? A lot of people actually are, by the looks of it. But, yeah, slight problem. Contested title. Wait. No, the Kingdom of Jerusalem is not a contested title. It was already in the hands of, yeah, the English, right? Wait. Prince of Jerusalem? You didn't even hold that title. Are you trying to claim that title off the English? Because the English hold that right now. Also, something just went a bit wrong over in the Holy Roman Emperor. Burgundy's just become independent. Right. King Artau, the Liberator of Burgundy. There is a big new country. You don't see that too often, but a massive country just popped into existence there. Okay, so welcome. Welcome to, like, everything. This works for me. Would you like to be friends? Oh, you've got a lot of titles. I'm guessing you need to hand some of those out to your friends pretty quickly. Right, in either case, this war's almost done. 86% positive. These guys have almost broken into the capital of Bedford. I've almost broken here. They've managed to take back Westminster, but that barely matters, really. That's not going to matter at all. Once we basically break into our next two territories, we'll be absolutely A-okay. So they're almost in there. Honestly, if I just go, yeah, we're 87% already. Let's just push through the final couple. That is 96. You've managed to take one territory there as well. Probably the easiest way to actually go now is, rather than actually take that, it's just going to be come straight back down here, kick the ass of those 1,000, then just take back Westminster. That's going to be faster than actually sieging out another territory up here. Not least as I think there are no more territories up here. No, I've already got all the territories up here. And we're already at 99% as well. Also, here's interesting. So, the children of Stronglass are all starting to come through. And the children of Stronglass are not bad. This kid is 12. That is not bad for 12 at all. And here we go. We've actually hit 100% without having to bother dealing with London anymore. So, yeah, they managed to release the king. You know what, screw it. I'm going back in there anyway. I'm just going in there to see if just by any chance we might be able to capture the King of England. Because I'd like to think we potentially could. And my wife is pregnant, but I was away. Oh, this is what it feels like on the other side. Oh, it's not a pleasant sensation, is it? Doubt besets me. My wife might be having an affair. Oh, dear. Oh dear, it might well be Connor, back from hell, spat out by Satan himself to continue doing more flipping adultery. And meanwhile, Paul is claiming that the local mayor of Bodmin is getting in the way. So levy reinforcement rate's actually going to be down for some time. Right, well that's unfortunate. By the way, just get in there please. Let's just, storm the actual main castle of Westminster. Screw you! Hello, King of England. We've got your capital again. Right. At this point, enforce the demands. Send that over. Job flipping done. And... hang on, do I... oh! And he thinks he's not that powerful. I promise you, you are not that powerful at all. Fine, we may have to accept that for the time being. Or... instead... I could simply create the duchy. I own these 3 territories now. I could just create the duchy and then hand it over to... but Paul's not 100% on me. And I don't really want that. I'd rather actually inherit some of these territories back at some point. I mean, this guy, I feel like potentially I need to revoke his title. Purely because he's just not got much to contribute. He doesn't like me. I would rather hand over more land down in Brittany and have that territory for myself. So yeah, I'm just going to basically try and revoke the title. My other vassals will like me less, but I think it's worth it just to get a random Anglo-Saxon guy who hates me out of this position. Apparently, well, he will say yes, so it claims. So we'll see if that does actually happen. And, oh, I've thought it over. I cannot be the father of my wife's baby. As it grows in her belly, I have trouble sleeping. I must put this matter to rest. Lose 5 gold, yeah. Let's figure out what actually happened here. And... good. He gives up the territory. Marvellous. So I now control more of this area, which is lovely. And it is actually still producing tax immediately, which is marvellous. And we now actually own all of, yeah, the traditional Welsh territories. We have now taken all of it back off England. Very, very nice indeed. And of course, Cadot II, who still seems to absolutely love me, can have this bit of territory right here. So, yep, there you go. Cadot II, have more titles, my good man. There you are. And hopefully you are very happy about that. Good, you do seem to be. Great. You know, I actually wouldn't mind giving him this territory over here and taking the territory back off Paul. Now, what would my other vassals think about that? Because vassals don't like it when I actually, yeah, take too much stuff back myself. But I would not mind holding all of Wales and Cornwall and basically just saying, you know what, you guys manage Brittany, not my problem anymore. So I can just hand that over to this guy, that's fine. The only question is, can I get Paul off his seat? If I revoke the title, he will say yes, but the other territories won't like it as much. But I'd rather just get him out of there, because I feel like he's not keen on me right now. So let's just get that back for myself. There we go. It grieves him deeply, but he's going to hand it over. And as a result of that, you, my good man, can have even more territory. You can have Lyon as well. So, the current state of Brittany is, yeah, Count Leodolf holds these two territories and seems pretty happy with me. And meanwhile, Count Cadog owns all these territories and is very happy with me, despite the whole affair situation. And yeah, all of this is going to stay inside my faction. Yep, all of this is going to stay inside the faction. Great. So, this guy would like the duchy. Honestly, he's welcome to it. I think at this point, we give him the duchy just to keep him 100% sweet. So, if you would actually like the duchy, here, have it. You can have the flipping duchy. So, you just basically get to manage all of that by yourself. That's 100% fine. Have fun managing that. So, Brittany is now pretty much just managing itself over there. And over here, yeah, Munster is also managing itself. So at this point, I've just got these 8 territories over here. And that for me represents, yeah, what will be about 8,500 troops of my own, combined with, oh dear, combined with not much off the vassals, because we've just bloody changed the tax shift. This is no good at all. Right, get the troops back home, break them apart. Alright, and then consider joining the Crusade and just sending a small force over. That's the bloody Holy Roman Emperor who's blatantly about to die. Yeah, it's this guy again. It's this guy again with the same marriage proposal again. No. No, 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 no. We're not doing that, okay? We're not doing that. You just flipping lost one of your kingdoms. One of them just naffed off to do its own thing. You are clearly not in control of this situation. So, there's pluses and minuses to this. The pluses are, now this guy's got his own court and whatever, I don't need to bother having him on my council, because, yeah, he can just go and do his own thing over here. And same deal over here. So actually, the number of people that feel like they ought to be on my council should now be at an all-time low. So yeah, literally the only people on the council right now are Drew and Caddock as my advisor. Though honestly, Caddock could actually just go over to Steward. He's pretty good at that. 15 Steward. Yeah, you know what? I could actually change him over. Unless there's anyone like, you know, stunning just waiting in the wings, but honestly, no one too spectacular, really. Then again, the Queen Mother of Cornwall is actually better for the time being, so go on, let's just shove her on there. You focus on collecting taxes down in Cornwall. Apparently this is what the Queen Mother of Cornwall looks like, who knew? And though he would not be quite the best person for the job, this guy is a loyalist. Right, I'll have a loyalist, thank you. There is, however, no spectacular candidate for Chancellor. So, how about we just potentially go and find a new one out there? Oh, spot on. Grey Eminence, but in addition, erudite, brave, and just. Alright, not greedy, no problems with her whatsoever. You, come to court, please. And the maid I hired to gain insight into my wife's pregnancy has not actually found anything unusual. Okay, I'm going to say that's a relief. Let's just look into my personality here. Yeah, I'm paranoid. So, I might just be making all of this up. I'm just going to say, That's a relief, and we're not going to ask any more awkward questions, okay? I mean, I can't really complain. I've got literally an acknowledged bastard son right now. You don't like me very much, do you? Actually, you like me a surprisingly large amount for the fact I did have an affair and then publicly acknowledged it. Hello, welcome to the kingdom, by the way. You can be my new chancellor now. For some reason, she's refusing to join the council, possibly because she's lowborn. So in which case, actually, you can go. Bye. You know what? We'll just have Rhiannon doing it. She's fine. Diplomacy 14 will do. So, with that, I've got myself... Oh, bloody hell, I've got 4 zealots. 4 zealots on the council. Well, that's going to be good. I'm guessing you're all going to be thrilled if I was to join a crusade or something, right? The crusade, by the way, doesn't appear to be going desperately well. Mainly because the guy we're trying to take out, or rather his general, looks to be just, rolling around with 15 to 20,000 troops. And the crusade is in fact made up of, no one of any note just rocking up with 6,000 or 7,000 to go. Admittedly, one person put up a good fight there. Yeah, someone from the actual papacy, their commander, they rocked up with a good 14,000 and might have been able to do a good job, but no. Just not enough now. At this point, clearly, they're just rocking around with 20,000. So, I'm probably just going to not get involved at this point. Instead, we've got business in Ireland. We can just pick off one territory over here. I faked a claim over there previously. I may as well go and pick it up. This place is looking prosperous. The guy who runs it is a child with barely any troops to his name whatsoever. No pacts, no alliances. Nice and simple. Let's just get over there. Except the council's not willing to vote for it. Oh, it's the zealots. Are you going to refuse because there's a crusade on? You'd rather be getting involved with the... There's an ongoing crusade I want us to focus on. Great. Just great. So, I need to basically get the zealots off the... Okay. That's fine. So, changing council policy, I need to get zealots off the council. Now. Right. Trevor, you'll make an absolutely terrible court chaplain, but honestly at this point, I'm just appointing you so you can vote with me. There we go. The pragmatists are on board. Marvellous. No need to call in Sweden for this, by the way. I think I'm quite happy to not bother. And here's what the new world looks like. These are my troops. They are now raised exclusively inside the mainland itself. So, I don't think I actually really need all of you, but I may as well summon all of you together, quite frankly, just because, we may as well kind of just make sure we absolutely smash these guys. No allies, no anything. But keep in mind, they might decide to hop on the boat and try and hop somewhere else. Yeah, they're going to try and go somewhere else. So, probably they're going to try and actually swing down to... Yeah, they're totally swinging down towards Devon or something. And, oh, the original useless has just actually passed away. That is very, very sad indeed. So there's the original useless, who was the wife of Howl, who... apparently we don't acknowledge the existence of anymore. Also, at some point, she became a heretic, but let's not focus on that. Let's just focus on being sad. Meanwhile, over in the Benedictine Order, what do you want? My dear brother Hector, will you, as the Christian scholar you are, please offer me some advice on my poetry? Ah, I happen to be an extremely good poet. So there are multiple verses all in honour of God. I'm missing the more comfortable aspects of faith. While I enjoy the metaphors, they seem a little forced. Writing is frivolous. No. I'm missing the more comforting aspects of faith. Let's actually, speak to her. Also, I need to save up money for that bloody church. Also, where are you going right now? Where are you off to? Ah, they're trying to come ashore. Right, if they're coming ashore over here, meet up in Gwent. We'll kick their asses in Gwent, and then we'll immediately head over and smash their own territory. It'll be fine. So, nice, quick, easy one here. We just smashed this army, and... oh... Today I received a new draft of her work. I'm surprised to find that her words really speak to me. I implore you, brother, bear with me. It is not finished. Aww. That's nice. So, I can send those to the Benedictine Order for safekeeping. So then I'm a preserver of poetry for 10 years. Piety up. Or, this is brilliant work and the world needs to see it. Spend 55 gold publishing it against her will. That gets me diplomacy +1. No. I will take the piety and preserver of something. Marvellous. And we're just smashing this army. Absolutely beautiful. That army won't be able to do anything to my troops. It's heading home regardless. Let's just head over there, smash those bastards. I'm flattered you think the Benedictine Order could benefit from my work, she writes. Thank you for your support, brother. Aww. That is lovely. We are now close friends. Yay. And even better, special tithes coming in from Cornwall. Good. I can use that to potentially fund that new church I need to build. Because, yes, it's a bit slow. Bit slow to gain devotion compared to gaining dark power. Dark power is certainly easier to get hold of, seemingly. And a child has been born. The child I was so suspicious about. And the name is Non. I quite like the name Non. I'm going to keep the name Non. That's pretty good. So this is Non. And we're just going to assume she is 100% legitimate. Oh, and little beloved is ready for an education. We need to keep our eye on this kid, though he's not looking great so far. Beloved, of course, was the actual child of Connor and his one true love, Karen. I believe they had 2 children together, and this is one of them. We've got ourselves... Yeah, he's not great, he's not terrible. Put him into Marshall, we'll see how he turns out. Ah, yes, of course, and a marriage I arranged previously, so disappointment and how Dora from Norway can get married. Standard marriage, but more importantly, we've actually got ourselves a weak claim on the Kingdom of Norway we can actually inherit. Yep, let's get that into the family as well. Absolutely marvellous. Meanwhile, we're just finishing off this. Nice and easy. And after a single siege over there, yeah, nice and flipping simple. We just get this straight away. Looks like we just actually picked up a whole bunch of prisoners in that war. I'm just going to release all of them because they're not worth anything in terms of money. So you guys are all free. Congratulations. No hard feelings about the war. Now, repay the loan because I like not having money actually outstanding. This territory needs to be handed over to someone. How do you feel about me? You don't feel great about me, do you? No, no you do not. You know what? I'm going to do something in honour of King Connor, because he did help us out. I'm going to make Karen herself, not her husband, Karen herself, the actual count of this territory I've just taken over. She is welcome to... Oh, she can't. You're not allowed. Did I just not give it to you? Oh, it has to go to Hellfire instead. Right, well then I guess it's going to Hellfire. He is a lunatic, so if I ever wanted anyone to attack Mercia, it would definitely be with Sulphur, not Hellfire. So, okay, fair enough. I guess you get this. Congratulations. Oh, flip. We might actually have that opportunity. The Duke is incapable, but the council hasn't moved against him. Oh. Oh, well, isn't this interesting? Isn't this... Oh, no. Am I going to be restricted? Can I actually attack him? Declare war. If we've got any raised armies, is independent. Okay, but hang on. No, okay. Get the armies home now before someone flipping votes him off the throne. But I still have that claim, right? Yes, claim Mercia. I've got the ability to claim Mercia. Except, okay, we must have a valid... You just told me I had a valid thing. Oh, no. The truce. The truce is... Balls. Uh-oh. Oh, not a cocking again. Right, abdominal pain. My doctor isn't even that spectacular. This is not good. This is not good. Dysentery. Right, just cut out my eye. It worked last time. It's going to work again, probably. And he decided to rub my stomach. I'm glad I hired him. He just rubbed my stomach. Excellent. Also, where the hell did this disease just come from? Because that just came out of nowhere. And what is it, by the way? Camp fever. Right. Probably best we shut the gates at this point. Alright, there are so many children in court right now. We're shutting the gates and I don't care what happens. We're sealing the gates till that passes. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. I actually have an opportunity right now to claim Mercia. To basically just send Sulphur. Is it? No, it's Sulphur. No, it's Hellfire. It's Hellfire. To send Hellfire. Wait. You sure it's Hellfire? Hellfire is... Wait, what happened to... Sulphur had that claim too, didn't he? What happened to Sulphur's claims? Oh, Sulphur's dead! Oh no! Sulphur died a natural death. And apparently he only did it, like, a month and a half ago and I just missed it. And also, the council's going to refuse to go along with this for, you know, their own stupid reasons. And also, technically, I've got a truce for the next 10 odd years, because obviously I'd actually have to declare the war against... Oh, God. Is this worth it? This is my one chance. My one flipping chance that I'm going to have for some time to basically push someone of my dynasty into Mercia. Alright, let's just have a quick look-see at Mercia right here, okay? Let's just have a little look-see. Mercia is agnatic Gavelkind. So if I push this guy into being the Duke of Mercia right now, then his son will become the Duke of Mercia, and then his children will inherit all the subtitles, all these various duchies. There is potentially a lot to be got out of this. An awful lot. But everyone will hate me and I'll become a truce breaker. But when am I going to get another opportunity to do this? And how much money do I have right now? I've got 190. The amount of troops that I can pull up immediately is 5,000. He's also got 5,000. This is... I'd need mercenaries. I'd need mercenaries. Oh, why did this have to happen now? This is literally the worst time. But this is like the best chance I'm ever going to have to basically just go in and completely screw over England. My vassals can get me another 1,000 troops on top of what I've got. I might need to buy some mercenaries, and I might need to... I'm just going to need to borrow money. I'm doing it. I don't care. This is happening. I'm doing this right now. Screw you all. This is happening. Right. We're moving in. We're taking Mercia. But I need to... Oh, this will be... Either I have to change the Cocking Council again to someone a bit more... Actually, a Glory Seeker would probably go along with this, wouldn't they? Yes, hang on. Council changes, it's fine, don't worry. Right, Milia. You are young, but you'll flippin' do the job. Congratulations, you're my new Chancellor. There we go, she's on board with this. Every Christian ruler is going to hate me. But I can't possibly say no. And I don't even know whether Sweden's going to be willing to do this. Also, ooh. Apparently these guys own a bit of Kent. Right, well that's interesting. That's very interesting. Do it. We're doing it. Oh, blimey hell, I'm an oathbreaker. Sweden, please come and help me. Raise all troops. Get them down to Gwent as fast as possible. Get the main body of the army over here as well. Okay. Oh, there's obviously a plague on as well. Yeah, I'd forgotten about the plague. This is going to go wrong. This is going to go so flipping wrong. Boost the cavalry. Just give myself any edge I can right now. Okay, any edge I can. And noble customs. Yeah, that's probably not a terrible idea. I'm going to take noble customs up just a tiny bit. That will help make sure my vassals don't despise me for what I'm doing right now, which they probably will anyway. Raise the vassal levies as well. I need the vassal levies. That's not much in the way of vassal levies. Oh dear. It's because they're paying me tax instead. That's only 600 guys. Right. Everybody... Of course you can't make it over there. Because, you know, see. Everybody just start heading in this direction. Everybody. And the Swedes are on board. Good. The Swedes are coming. The Swedes are totally up for this. You guys get over here as well. Everybody get to flipping Gwent. That's what we're doing. And, yep, diarrhea. We knew about the diarrhea. It's fine. Just don't actually manage any of this directly. And 5,000 troops. That's a worryingly large amount, but I assume it's heading straight at me. Where's it? It's about to enter Hereford. What is this? That's Gloucester. So these troops can get round over to here. At this point, it's a flipping race. Oh dear, this is not fun. If I can just get, like, say, 5,000 odd troops. There we go. There's 4,000. Wait, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Right, you're about to enter Hereford. This guy is, however, not in Hereford. He's in Gloucester. I think we've got enough troops that are going to get here fast enough to stop this. These guys are going to Dorset instead. They're just looping around the outside of me. You guys just get over here, wait for a boat. I'll send something to pick you up in time. But if you guys are heading straight at me right now, you're heading into Gwent on the 15th. You're heading on the 22nd. Yeah, okay. The vast majority of my army is now on top of a mountain. So there's 6,000 troops. Continue the troops heading in this direction. You're just heading down to Dorset. I've got 6,000 on top of a hill, and that's without mercenaries. Where are the Swedes? They're drawing up. It's going to take them time to get over to me. They need to get over to the coast, all the rest of it. It's a big country. They cannot walk up onto this hill. If they try, they'll be stupid. Yeah, You're moving on the 25th. You're moving on the 20th. Ah, that's a shame. Right, okay. So you're going to get caught in position from where you are right now. So he's about to arrive in Gloucester, so that's where I am. So, Gloucester, let's look at the state of Gloucester. There is a river between here and Gwent, so I cannot just move in and reinforce. These troops are just going to have to be sacrificed, unfortunately. You're not going to be able to make it in time. I'm just going to break you apart. More troops coming in from this direction. They're going to join up to the Gwent forces in a moment. 600 troops coming in over here. That's not too bad at all, really. So, uh-oh. Right, fever. Okay, I feel like this might be divine punishment for the fact I was a dick and an oath breaker and all the rest of it, and I just lost control of a territory, rather my domain limit just fell because of the illness. Right, Battle of Bristol, we know about that. He's heading down to Somerset right now, except Somerset isn't actually, yeah, that's not actually one of mine. I just need to wait. I need to wait right now. Okay, merge these forces together, get some good... Where the cock are my commanders? Alright, where are you going right now? You are all just joining together. You're heading to Gloucester. I think he's planning to try and cross the river and come at me. And good. The commanders have decided to show up just in the nick of time. And yeah, there we go. To the Rye Poet. They're referring to me as a poet at this point. There's more English. Uh-oh. Okay, so the Swedes are a little bit on the slow side, showing up. This may have been a mistake, by the way. This may have all been a mistake. Right, I've given the Swedes the word to come and join up with me. There we go. There's more commanders. Excellent. Now, for the moment at least, the English of about 10,000 are just, yeah, wandering around, heading in and out of Somerset. They do not want to try and cross over and attack me directly. Merge all forces together. 6,400 troops up on a hill. The army of Sweden is trying to just move around me. They're just... No, I need you to come in. Okay, I need more than that. Guys, seriously. I need more than what you've just assigned to me. Like, a lot more. And... yeah, I've got dysentery. Oh, bloody hell. Right. Do we have any way of dealing with this? And I need to look once again at the flipping succession, because up to Scotland. So, we've got ourselves a kinsman of age, who is right now the heir to Scotland. Unfortunately, he's a pox-ridden, he's distinctly average, isn't he? I mean, I can't play as that. Okay, what about your brother? Also distinctly average. Apparently you didn't bother educating these people or anything. Oh, this has all gone wrong. Oh, and he's blocked off the reinforcements from mercenaries. I can't get any mercenaries out at this point. Okay, but my domain limit seems to have gone back up again because I've got rid of the actual symptoms in favour of dysentery. Okay, this is no good. None of this is any good. There's a river between here and here. Right, guys, we need to get over here and start attacking this territory directly. And perfect world, I need you to send more troops. How many flipping troops do you actually have available? You're supposed to have 6,000. Where are the rest of them? Please bring them. No, I'm really nervous of my doctor right now. Learning 15 is not that high. He likes me, which is good. Which is very, very good indeed. But I do not want to go for an extreme treatment with him, because dysentery is not cancer. It's bad, but it's not that bad. Just stick to something fairly well tested, but I might be about to die. I need to make a final decision who's going to replace me if I'm about to flipping die. Well, Useless is not so bad with the 18 and the 13. Strong Lass has got the 13 and the 13 as well, but yeah, a bit more in the learning. Alright, but she's got the strength. She is strong. Strong Lass is in a good position. Yeah. Or there is Eustace is... I mean, that's pretty good. That extra 5 right there. I'm going to keep it on Useless. 28 years old, shrewd, ambitious, honest, shy, a brilliant strategist. Apparently, unmarried. We should probably get you married at some point, but... By the way, who wants to get married to who? Okay, I'm not quite sure why I'm getting a say in this, given neither of these people are of my dynasty. Oh, it's because technically he actually lives here right now. Yeah, that's one of my commanders who I invited over. Great! Knock yourself out. It's fine. Right, so he's given me a potion. The diarrhea has got worse. That was a successful treatment. Okay, I'm not dying imminently. The problem is, I don't have enough troops to actually win. Alright? I just straight up simply do not. So, we're sieging some stuff out here. Oh, he's sieging some stuff out of me as well. Would you believe he doesn't want to actually lose? Okay. I need to retreat to Wales and I need reinforcements. Alright, if that's all Sweden is... Oh, hang on. Right. The cavalry is on its way. Okay, this is good. This is marvellous. I need to keep an eye on these guys. I just need to run. Yeah, they're coming. They're coming. Guys, we need to go. We need to go now. We just need to head north and wait for them to basically catch up with us. We just need to march until we can march no more. We must not be caught out of position until the reinforcements from Sweden make it. Alright, we have to join up with them, otherwise we will lose this. But the plus side, he's actually just opened up this area for me. That means I can hire some mercenaries. Screw it, take out the loan again. Sorry, we need to actually take the money back. Am I gaining money right now? Just, but not much. But I can use the... Oh, hang on. Are you backing off? Where's he going right now? Is he might have seen the Swedes coming too. Alright, this is fine. The Swedes are on their way. Yeah, they're coming ashore over here. I think he's heading back to my territory. And you guys, get down over here. Alright, we need to meet up in the east. There we go! That's the stuff. That's exactly what we needed to see. Right, get down over here. Me and him can now meet up. At that point, we can kick his ass. And for the last time, no! Alright, here we go. Here we flipping go. The Swedes have shown up. This is what I wanted to see. Alright, and this is quite a good space for me to hang out together. He's coming from my actual capital, though. Do I want to go and actually smash him directly? I mean, how good is this? Who's actually leading that army? I don't know, but I've got the numerical advantage, and there's nothing in this territory like a river or whatever. Okay, I can call up just a tiny bit more. Just give me one tiny bit of an edge here. Guys, get aboard the ships, and then if you can, yeah, just head ashore in Devon. We're going to go and take on that army direct. Beautiful. And better, this tiny force, while we're waiting for the others to arrive, can actually take back this territory that's just been sieged here. So they can immediately take back Lidford. There we go. Just move in. Take that back if you'd be so kind. That falls immediately. We've now freed ourselves. And these guys are now trapped in a corner. You need to be broken down immediately. Yeah, it's time. It's time for us to go in there, kick these guys' arses, and then we should be in good shape. In you go, you magnificent brave gits. Also, more people want to get married, apparently. That's the prince and... Meredith and, the Prince of France. I see no reason why not. Go on then, off you pop. And the battle that will decide the fate of Mercia has begun. This is one a hell of a big battle, but... it's already looking good here, because he hasn't got commanders on his flanks, and I've got commanders on mine. And yeah, it's great. Great that that marriage is going ahead. Right, so that flank is going to collapse. My centre is looking dicey, but once this goes down, we can start laying down some extra pressure on the centre. Pursuit tactics on the centre. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was the commanders that carried the day. We had commanders on the flanks. They did not. Straight up to 31%. We've just trashed about 40% of everything that England is capable of fielding. Up we go. Chase them. We know where they're going to be going. They're going to be going back to friendly territory. At this point, we just need to trash them 1 or 2 times more. Then they won't really be able to do much to us. And... yeah, just keep the gates closed. Just lock yourselves in. Do not do anything that's going to cause trouble. And right now I can't even see. I assume this guy's secluded at this point. Is he going to try and make it back to me? Is he going to try and loop back round south? If he is, he's an idiot. He's just going to trap himself in Devon and Cornwall again. so that would be the stupidest thing he could do, but I suspect that's exactly what's going to happen. But I should probably focus on chasing him down, because if Sweden abandons me, or if just like, you know, their leader dies, let's just make sure your leader's in. Your leader's looking a bit on the old side. He's 50 and he's one-legged. I should probably focus on chasing down their army first. Because if I can chase down their army and smash it enough times that my army can handle it by itself, it doesn't matter if Sweden drops out. So that should probably be the priority. The problem is I currently have no idea where they are. I think everyone's gone into seclusion, so we've lost visibility. There we go. Right. Go and take Hereford. Hereford has fallen. You are blatantly heading towards Devon at this point. I'm going to go to Somerset. We're just going to basically kick his ass again. While we've got the advantage in troop numbers and while Sweden's here, that's what I should do. And... okay, we recovered from dysentery. Whew, that had me worried for a second. Are you going into Devon? You are, you stupid bastard. If you want to go into Devon, there you go. You've just managed to officially trap yourselves. And this time you're outnumbered 2-1, and I've still got the same commanders that kicked your ass last time. So we'll just kick his ass again, and then we'll just basically head back up here and trash more of his core territory. This is going to be another big win for me. Thousands more men will die. At this point, yeah, they're fleeing, we're pursuing, ride them down, take them captive. Oh, this is just going great. Admittedly, everyone in Christendom is going to hate me when this is done, but that's absolutely fine. That is an acceptable cost for what I'm about to do to cripple England. Hopefully, really badly forever. Mercia has been a thorn in my side for literally a century. Alright? Since 1066. It's been a century since we began this. And Mercia has been ludicrously too powerful since then. Another victory under our belt. This is looking very, very good indeed. And there's the capital. I assume that's where he is, right? Yeah, he's in the capital. We probably just want to go there directly and start sieging out his own territory. That strikes me as the thing to do. Where are you going right now? Into Gloucester. Are you by any chance going straight back down to Devon? Is that your plan? You're just going down into Devon right now? Because I wouldn't be surprised if that was actually the plan. No! He's going to try and relieve Hereford. So as soon as he does that, we can actually catch him out of position again and win another battle. Which will be the easiest way to do this. Yeah, there we go. Now we can just basically go and capture him. There will be a disadvantage from the river, but it just doesn't matter. He's also just added reinforcements into that army, but it's not going to work out for him. So another big victory there. Hopefully that'll get us to, like, I don't know, 65, 70. Then we should probably just head straight for his capital and just start seeing if we can actually capture the man himself. But this has gone very, very well. And let's be honest, we've got Sweden to thank for that. Sweden has been hugely helpful to us. There's 9 guys standing here right now. That might just be, yep, I think we won that one instantly. Beautiful. Now, Warwick itself. And this guy is right here. Nice. Also, apparently I had a lover this entire time, but she's dead of great pox now, so that's probably good. And, ooh. Okay. Do I have any interest in learning about roses? Okay, a dark red variant of rose mixed with a particular type of yellow wild rose. Okay. This is interesting. Yes, I shall visit your monastery and look at this. Because I think I've seen people with the gardening trait before, and gardener's actually a really good trait. So I will certainly go and have a little look-see at the roses. And there we go. I went for a visit there to celebrate getting over my dysentery. And yep, they are apparently absolutely lovely. They are beautiful. A little cramped over here. Would you mind helping out? I can do that. So 2/3 chance that I will get green fingers, learning +1. A third chance I will get dirty hands, learning -1. And did I do a good job transplanting some roses? Let's find out. Green fingers, learning +1. Still only 8 though. I'm not exactly clever. That's not exactly my job. And there's 2,000. Are you coming back to try and take Hereford again? Is that seriously what we're about to do? Like a second time? Because if that's what's going to happen, I'm just going to force my way into your capital and immediately smash your army again. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Bloody genius, this guy. Right, storm this place, and we've lost a handful of men, but nothing major. Head over here, and up to 77%, and now we can just basically crush this guy. Potential side effects of the plague, however. Sadly, Andromache Kernau, who I believe was living down here in Brittany, has died of, well, rabies, I suppose, frothing at the mouth, but She did get out 3 children, 2 girls and a boy, who actually are all going to be of my line. So, she still lived a good life, though she did die young at 34. Meanwhile, yes, the steward Queen Mother Agnes wants to talk to me about the tunnels under the castle. Alright, well, that strikes me as sensible, given I've got a high intrigue skill. That is clever. So don't trust her intentions. Decide to give us some faulty maps. Okay, that's of interest. Yeah, go on then. She'll like me more anyway, and if it is a trap, nothing will have gone horribly wrong as a result of that. Are we ready to move in? I think we are. If I can just do this now, that's 99%. Get over there. One last battle. Alright, one last battle, and we have managed to place our own person as the ruler of Mercia. And the tunnel event again. Didn't I run into this with Caddock himself right at the beginning? I think I might have done, but I can't remember how it went. Right, the tunnels. Someone's been using them. Tools and torches. Ambush them. More guards. Let's figure out what this is. And one final great big splat here. Yes, here we go. Not completely stable. The guards don't show blood first. Yeah, I've run into this before. I didn't trust her last time. Except, this person only has intrigue of 2. But a diplomacy of 20. So this person seems less dangerous. Alright. Isolate her for questioning. Alright. Now, what do we actually have here? And, yeah, same thing. Beloved something, something, something. But I'm afraid I can't risk just letting you in. Because there's no point. We're literally in a plague right now. People don't join my court. Sorry, you're going. And the moment this battle ends, which should be momentarily, we're just shooting down the forces of Mercia. Congratulations, guys. You work for me now. Oh, yes. And I happen to have, actually, a duke. And apparently, okay, someone did say down in the comments, if you capture people during a war, make sure you ransom them during the war, because, oh, 145 gold. Yep, you can go free for that. And at this point, offer peace, enforce my demands. Because at that point, Count Hellfire of Leinster will also become the Duke of Mercia. So Duke Hellfire, the usurper, has usurped, appropriately enough, the title of County of Worcester and Warwick and also the Duchy. And, oh, hang on. Wait, what? Hang on. What? Why did he... Wait, what? Well, this turned out better than expected. I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought what was about to happen was because he was an earl and he was in a position to become a duke, the duchy was going to become his primary title, and as a result of the duchy being his primary title, therefore he would go and work for England, but apparently not. Well, this is not what I expected to happen, and also, you are threatening. Oh dear. Apparently I am threatening, and vassal inheritance, oh, I can believe it. Oh, I've just made quite the mess. I've just made quite a mess, in fact. Right, threat decay speed, just go over to, like, England, and just work on making sure we're not threatening anymore, because I don't want defensive pacts forming against me. Right, and also, we're done with that war right now. You can actually just go, oh, actually... You can go and study in Wessex. Let's make sure we know what's going on in Wessex. You just stay down there. Right, I am threatening vassal inheritance warnings. On death, these titles might pass out of your realm. Oh, I bet they flipping will as well. What have I just flipping done to England? Right, what I've just done is... Okay. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I think we'll call it a part there, and... we'll try and figure out exactly what it is I've done next time. Because things just got interesting. Right now, everybody works for Duke Hellfire. And Duke Hellfire, well, understandably, he wants to be on the bloody council. You know what? I think he can be. Apparently, he bloody loves me that. Right, Duke Hellfire, welcome to the flipping council. How would you like to come and train some troops for me? Great, well done. But yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, I suspect I have just... very thoroughly poked a hornet's nest. And while I've been doing that, I think things aren't going so well. Actually, things apparently have been going better for Christendom. Christendom's actually shown up and managed to do a decent job in the Holy War. Okay, well done, guys. Maybe I'll actually just, join the Crusade at the last second to just double check how that's going, because I think once I've joined the Crusade, I get full visibility of all the participants. We shall see very, very soon indeed, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd, and this has been Crusader Kings 2. Thank you very much, and goodbye. You know, I really hope we've agreed open borders with Japan, by the way. Otherwise, they have basically just invaded. I may have picked the wrong fight over... Yep. And my cities, of course, have got even more flipping high-tech, though mysteriously still completely dependent on, you know, an aqueduct. Now, I'm not saying your entire army is mostly already dead, but it kind of actually is.